So you're thinking of going on vacation this summer. Well, my name's Christian and I've been to over 60 countries and 5 different continents, and here are the 5 things that you need to know before going on vacation this summer. Number 1 is going to be putting your packing list on Google Docs. Now, this all begins if you have a packing list, which if you don't, you should definitely make one. And here's some reasons why. Not only does my packing list include the clothes, electronics, accessories that I'm going to be bringing on the trip, but it makes sure that I don't forget anything that I wanted to bring last time. And trust me, we've all been there where we've gone on a vacation and just as you left home or you're about an hour or 2 into the vacation, whether it be a drive, going to the airport, on the plane, you realize you forgot 1 or 2 things. So putting the packing list on Google Docs not only allows you to have it on your phone, on your computer at all times, but it allows you to update it every time there's another thing you want to bring on a trip, or you can even specialize it to the trip you're going on this time. It's just a simple thing that makes you way more efficient and it stops you from forgetting things. Number 2 is an international phone plan. One of the worst feelings is getting to a country and having no service and becoming potentially lost. Seriously, it's happened to me before and it's the worst feeling. Personally, I use T-Mobile, and this is not sponsored by any means, I wish it was, but I use T-Mobile. It's had service in every single country that I've gone to except for 1. However, there's a bunch of other options as well. You can do local SIM cards in countries where basically once you get to the airport, you go to any of the telecommunication desks and you buy a local SIM card, you swap yours out, put yours in. Also nowadays there are eSIMs, which takes away the whole local SIM card process and you can literally just download the electronic SIM card on your phone. And a traveler's tip with the electronic SIM card, you can keep your old SIM card and have the electronic one, you just switch them automatically. Number 3 is downloading your Google Maps offline. Now if you're an iPhone user like me, you probably use Apple Maps, but let me just tell you, Google Maps is far superior to Apple Maps anytime you leave the United States. And the reason you want to download them is because sometimes internet doesn't work. And if you have the maps downloaded, you can download any city in the world. Any city, it'll download, and you can have directions at any time, regardless if you have service or not, so you can get back home and you can always stay safe. And you can download as many cities as you want, just make sure you have memory on your phone. Number 4 is visa requirements. Now, if you're like me and you're from the United States, our passport is super strong. So a lot of countries we can just show up to without any sort of visa. For example, you go to France, Spain, Thailand, any of those countries, and there's no visa requirement. You can go to Japan, no visa requirement. You just show up at the door and basically they stamp you in. However, there's certain countries where we can't do that. For example, Egypt is a visa on arrival, meaning when you get to the airport, you pay a fee in dollars or euros and you get a visa. Another example would be Korea. It's called a KETA. It's a form that you need to fill out before you even get to the country. They won't even let you get on the plane if you don't have one filled out. Another one is Vietnam. They have an e-visa. So you fill out the visa online and then they'll email it to you. You have to print it out. It's required. And then you just hand that to immigration, but make sure you don't lose it or you have to pay a fee when you leave the country. And the simplest way to find this stuff out is type this term in on Google, US visa required for blank country. If it's a no, it'll tell you no, and if it's yes, it'll tell you what you need. And number 5, possibly the most important, US travel advisory. Before I go to any country, I always do a quick Google to see what the US ranks this country in safety. It's gonna be on a scale from 1 to 4. 4 being the most dangerous and 1 being the least dangerous. All you have to do is type in this sentence right here, US travel advisory for whatever country, and we see Thailand, and I'll show you what it says. Now to most people's surprise, countries like Thailand and Vietnam are ranked safer by our government than places like Spain or France. And as you can see here, Thailand is a level 1, which is the lowest advisory, basically meaning it's super safe. Also, you can read in here some extra things. It has vaccinations that you should have before you go and whatnot. And also just to show you, Spain is ranked a level 2, France is a level 2, or it's a potentially level 3 right now with the unrest going on. In my personal opinion, 1 and 2 is completely safe to go to, but you need to make your own judgment call. 3, I still go, but I do a little bit more research before I go. Level 4, you should absolutely not go to those countries at this time. And ladies and gentlemen, that's everything that you need to travel this summer in 2023. I hope you find a great vacation spot somewhere. It's enjoyable, it's fun, and you guys stay safe. Thank you to the Instagram subscribers and the Patreon members, as well as the badge donators on Instagram as well. Just remember, traveling's a privilege and enjoy every second of it. I'll see you soon.